Well, it looks like Brittany Griner has been sentenced to 9 years. The first story that I saw earlier this morning showed 10 years, but I think what they did is something, maybe they edited or changed it. Anyway, Brittany Griner is sentenced to 9 years in Russian penal colony for smuggling cannabis vape pen into the country. The judge said that it was deliberate and not an innocent mistake. So the WNBA star was found guilty of drug smuggling on Thursday by a Russian judge who rejected her claim that she accidentally brought the weed pen into the country. Griner, 31, was arrested at the airport in Moscow in February and has been incarcerated ever since, despite the failed attempts from the White House to negotiate her release. The Russian prosecutors had asked that she be jailed for 9.5 years, 6 months less than the maximum 10-year prison sentence. On Thursday, Griner sat in the defendant's cage inside the courtroom throughout the proceedings, relying on an interpreter to whisper to her everything the judge said. So, this is her. This is the situation. They go through a lot of other pictures as well. The NBA star was found guilty on drug smuggling charges. So instead of doing the full 10, she'll do the 9.5. President Biden immediately denounced the sentence, saying that Russia was wrongfully detaining Brittany, and it's unacceptable. And I call on Russia, he says, to release her immediately so that she can be with her wife, loved ones, friends, and teammates. He said that he would continue to work tirelessly to pursue every possible avenue to bring her and Paul Whelan, another American imprisoned in Russia, home. Griner, 31, was arrested at the airport, and on Thursday, she had an interpreter whisper to her everything that the judge said. Before the sentence was handed down, she begged for leniency and asked the court to take into consideration her good character. The judge, however, ruled that she deliberately brought the drugs into Russia, rejecting her insistence that it was an accident. Here you go, showing her in the court near Moscow. This is her in the little cage. And this, I don't even know how I can say this, but I'm just going to say it. Something to the story, baby. Y'all know me as something to the story. A judge accepted her plea, finding her guilty on drug possession and smuggling, and then they ruled that she committed the crimes purposefully, which she's denied. She said that she didn't want to be considered a political pawn, and that bringing the cannabis pen into the country was simply an honest mistake. Russia became my second home, she says, and I remember vividly coming out of the gym and all the little girls coming out. All the little girls coming out and waiting on me. Here's the deal. This ain't real. I don't care what nobody say. I don't care what no one says. See all this green in this photo right here? See all this green? See all of that? See all of that green? See, everything is green. Everything is green. You see all of that? See that upside down cross on her hand? See all that? This right here is a show. It's a show. Why they're doing it is a couple of reasons in my impression. And again, let me just say it like this. Let me say it like this. To be safe. Got to be safe. Let's pretend for a second that this is not a real situation, that they're trying to really show what a martyr this young woman is for not only her community, but for also all of those that are in her community. So important that she stands up. Yes, she must go down in history. There has to be enough history for this particular plight to replace the original plight of the Martin Luther Kings, to replace the original civil rights plight of all of those who were enslaved and treated unfairly, for those whose bodies who swung from trees. This has to be strong enough to show that this martyr was worthy of replacing the whole civil rights movement. Because when I tell you that's what's going on, that's what's going on. So if you can't see it, sit back and chill and just look at it. I could be wrong. And I'm not saying that I'm right. What I'm saying is, if I can pull a string and it let me keep pulling and pulling and pulling until your nice little shirt becomes a shimmel, sir or madam, and it's up to your waist at this point, we got action. We got action. This is too convenient. It's too convenient. I could just see the stories of her becoming this. Look at this. Black Lives. What is this? Black Lives something peace on the back of her jacket. So just so spot on. I mean, they were able to just catch that particular angle. Yeah, they caught that angle. All right. They caught that angle. This is her and this is, I guess, their home. But everything is green. Everything is green. You ain't got a splash of nothing else? Okay. Maybe it's her favorite color. Let's check out the tattoo, shall we? Let's check out the way that, how convenient that they have to show her in a cage. How freely the Russians allow media in like this. Well, they could be wanting to make a spectacle of her. They could. They could be. Oh, what does it say? See no evil. That's what this one says. See no evil. I wonder what the rest say. But that one says see no evil. Huh. Isn't it how nice of them to let her show her team from inside the cage with a very somber smile. Very somber, Mona Lisa-like smile. Yeah. And what is this? Huh. Huh. There's the pink and green. Pink and green is symbolistic, has a symbol. There you go. See no evil. Has some symbology to it. So does the yellow. If you remember, they did a lot with Lemonade, the song Lemonade, the topic Lemonade, the topic Yellow Lemons. That's yellow. That's pink. That's green. All three of those colors together mean something. Look it up. Yep. So that's the amount of years that they've given her. And she's sitting there in the same shirt. Maybe that's part of their garb that they give the prisoners. Mm-hmm. Yep. Inside the cage. Like a monkey. Taking pictures of her. See no evil. This one says no evil as well, but I don't know whether it's the here, see part. This is the see part. I don't know whether it's the here part. I don't know which one this is. I know there are three, but I don't see which one it is. So anyway, that's the case. She's been sentenced. All right? She's been sentenced. Okay? David Bruce. Mhm. Yep. So I just say that, you know what? Let's just get on to the actual topic of it all. I'm going to walk in a class here in about 5 minutes. So I'm going to get off. But here's the deal. So she's got 9.5 years, according to them. Somebody just said it was not a long time. Many countries have very harsh sentences for drug charges. The sentence seems excessive, but Griner really messed up and broke serious laws. So when you look at the fact that when you go into a different country, they make you very aware of all the laws. And, at one point I said, well, maybe she just got very comfortable because she is there quite often. But the point is that you know their laws. And when they say no, they do mean no. They mean don't bring none. And none means don't bring it. Right? So she brought them. And that's it. But I really don't feel like if we just talk about what the reality they want us to believe, let's talk about the reality they want us to be time warped in. I really don't see why anybody with any good sense would think that it was okay to walk into a country that is obviously considered quote unquote volatile or harsh and do this. Had she done it in a Middle Eastern country, first off, I don't know if she would have even been allowed in to some Middle Eastern countries. Okay? Just real talk. And then second of all, they would not have been as kind. I can't see something like maybe Saudi Arabia being as kind or Afghanistan since we pretty much got our foot all in there. I can't see any other country being as kind because this to me seems really, really liberal to be able to see all of the trial, to be able to see how she's sitting in the cage. All of these things that are being done to allow you to be outraged. They want you to be outraged to see her inside that cage like an animal. They want you to be so angry that you begin to stand up and really have great disdain for Russia. Have the Russian disdain. That's what it's all about. That's it. That's it. So I see it, and if it's a real situation, I feel sorry for her decision to carry that pin in there. That's it. I feel sorry for her decision to carry the pin in there. Okay, that's what I think. Hey, Derek Williams, how are you? Paul Brett, good to see you. Melinda, great to see you. Jay Sparks. Okay. Awaiting the trumpet to call. Hey, Sean Glazer, hi. Robert Thomas, good to see you. And Negotiator, good to see you. Yeah? Yeah, for sure. Lee lit. Okay. I'm going to say this. She did get complacent, wagon 11.3. There you go. If we believe the story they want us to believe, all right? If we believe the story that they want us to believe, then yeah. She got real complacent. She got real comfortable. And in that comfort zone is where she, sort of laid back and said, well, hey, I can do whatever I want to do. I come here all the time. She said, this is like my second home. Sister, it might have been like your second home, but clearly it was not your second home. It's not your second home. And people need to stop with that. Oh, it was like my second home. You need to stop with that because it's not. Countries have rules and laws for a reason. And I said this the other day. The difference between other countries and us is other countries do keep they hold the foot to the fire, as it were. They're going to hold your foot to the fire. So today is his birthday, huh? Yeah. It's all symbols. Everything is symbols. All of it is. I don't buy any of it, but I'll play the game. I'll play with you right quick. I'll play with you right quick, baby. Okay. So none of these things move me, but they are all symbols. This is showing you black folk that when you vie for everybody else's rights, and when you vie for everybody to be equal to you, and when you allow everybody else to ride on the coattail in the backs of everybody else that did fight for true and honest civil rights, that everybody, both black, white, purple, and green, right now today know were needed. But now you allow everybody else to jump on the bandwagon and replace you, baby. She just showed you they just did. And that's exactly what's up. That's exactly what's up, because I've been saying it and I'll keep saying it. The civil rights movement in history will go down as this. It will not be you. They removed every single statue for every single. Listen, I had no problem with the statues being in place. No problem whatsoever. No problem whatsoever. It let all of us know what not to allow to happen again. There are good white folks, there's good black folk, and none of us liked what happened. However, when we look at those statues and those monuments, it lets us know what our country came from and what we have arisen to and who we are now today. But what you've done is you've allowed everybody else to get up on that coattail and ride the wave in. Get up on that big old surfboard and just ride the wave in and replace you. And I'm telling you, taking down every monument, taking down every flag, taking down everything that this country was, that it struggled and worked to get out of. All you did is seal the deal for somebody else to take the place, replace history, remove the books, and show that it was never about you. It was always about them. And that was the rights that they fought for. So you got it, bought and paid for. You did it. Okay? You did it. And y'all gonna push and y'all gonna tap dance for this too. Hey, James, Richter, y'all gonna get out and shuffle and dance for this too, and beg for them to be free too, and push yourself further away from what the truth was. Again, black folk fought, white folk fought. Everybody that was in the 60s, everybody that didn't nobody like that mess. Everybody was fighting for it. And those who did not fight for it was obviously on the other side. But the point I'm making is you have allowed them, under the guise of civil rights, to remove the black fight and the fight that all Americans had to give us the peace that we needed to be able to cohesively move and flow and live together and love one another in peace. And now this particular thing is going to take it down in history. It's going to go down in history as their fight, because you ain't got nothing to remind anybody. Not one thing, not one statue. You have nothing. Nothing. But you got them. You got their stories making big scenes like this. Dude, bye. This is Russia. So Russia's allowing this. What if she was stuck someplace? What if these were all actors? What if these were all actors? What if? And she was just sitting in this cage. Look at this. You not mad? Ain't you mad? Doesn't it make you angry? Get it together. Your cause has been hijacked. It's been hijacked. It's been hijacked. You ain't got no cause. Sit down and be replaced. Look at that. Green. Green. This would never happen. This would never happen. Nobody would ever let you sit here inside and make this. This is called tugging on the heartstrings. Oh, see that? You see? Dude, bye. Bye. All right, you guys. Huh. I got to look at this handshake. Yeah, I look at everything. I got to look at the way her finger is here. Yep, I sure do. Separated 3, 1 here, pressing in the center. Oh, yeah, your girl gonna look. I'm telling you right now, I look. I checks out all of this. Okay? Okay? Mm-hmm. Yep. So we'll see what's gonna happen. I'm gonna get off here because I do have a client that I gotta sit with, and so I will talk to you guys soon. But you guys remember what we always say: keep your head up, please. Keep your head up, and don't just take the okey doke. All right, y'all.